Hi, welcome or welcome back to Ebb ASMR. Tonight we are going to be doing some guided breathing and some visualization to help you sleep. Before we get started, I recommend that you get comfortable wherever you are, hopefully in bed, but even if you're somewhere else having to sleep, I encourage you to get comfortable, whether that's lying on your back, lying on your side, on your stomach, whatever is most comfortable for you. I also ask that you make sure that you have taken any medications, gone to the bathroom, set your alarm, anything that you need to do right now that might keep you from falling asleep or keep your mind from relaxing as much as possible. I understand that a lot of times there are things swirling in our mind that we can't control, but as much as we can control some things, I ask that you do that, and then we'll get started. Okay, we are going to begin with some guided breathing. So I want us to start by raising our awareness to the different parts of our body that we're going to be using. I want us to start by just paying attention to how you're breathing right now. So I don't want you to change anything about your breathing. I want you to just bring your mind from everything else around you, everything else that's going on, and focus it on your breathing, on your breath moving in and out of your body. Whether you're breathing with in and out through your nose or in and out through your mouth, whatever it might be, just bring your awareness to it and breathe. All right. I want you to specifically pay attention to how your torso is feeling. Is your chest rising? Are your shoulders rising? Or is your stomach rising? When we're breathing, we want to utilize something that's called diaphragmatic breathing. And this is where we're using the diaphragm, which is kind of shaped, it's a muscle, and it's kind of shaped like an upside down bowl. It sits underneath of your lungs. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this type of breathing because I think that learning about it can help you to utilize it more effectively. Sometimes singers are told to breathe from their stomachs, and this is what we're talking about when we say that. If we're just breathing with our chest, or even worse, with our shoulders, then our lungs are only able to expand forward or up, okay? When we're breathing, when we're inhaling, the diaphragm, that bowl-shaped muscle, actually flattens, and that allows your lungs to expand down as well as out. So that gives you more volume for air to flow into your body, so then you can get more oxygen. So that's why when we use diaphragmatic breathing, we can feel our stomach moving in and out as we breathe. If it's comfortable for you, I would encourage you to place a hand on your stomach, as this can really help you to feel your stomach moving and help you to make sure that you're utilizing the diaphragmatic breathing. So as you breathe in, you should feel your hand, your stomach move out. And as you breathe out or exhale, you should feel your stomach moving in. So we're gonna do that together. I want us to focus on breathing really deeply. You can breathe with me if that's comfortable for you, or you can breathe at your own rate. We're all different, so I encourage you to do whatever is most comfortable for you. I'm gonna breathe several times, and then I will let you know when it's time for the next part of our breathing. So for me specifically, and please continue breathing like that as I speak, I'm breathing in and out through my nose. So I am paying attention to the flow of my air, especially in my nostrils, because that's where I can feel it best, but also a little bit down into my throat as well. Wherever you are able to feel that air moving as you breathe, I want you to pay attention to it. So if you can feel that air moving in through your nose or in through your mouth, I want you to pay attention to it. If you are able to breathe in and out through your nose, I would encourage you to do so, because breathing in and out through your mouth, especially for a prolonged amount of time, can actually have a couple of side effects, including like a dry mouth. So if that's something that bothers you or something that you want to be mindful of, then this is your cue to try to breathe in and out through your nose. But some people's anatomy doesn't really allow them to breathe comfortably or get enough air in through their nose, so I get it. Again, do whatever's most comfortable for you. So like I said, we're focusing our attention on wherever we can feel that flow of air. The next thing I want you to pay attention to is the temperature of that air that's moving in and out through your nose. It might be cool, it might be warm. Whatever temperature you're able to feel, I want you to pay attention to that. So for me, the air that's moving in and out through my nose is not cold, not warm. I would say it's pretty room temperature, because my room that I'm in right now is not really cold or warm. So that's what I'm paying attention to. If you're breathing in through your nose, you may also notice that you can smell something. So maybe you're able to smell something in the room that you're in. So I want you to pay attention to if you're getting any scents in and out through your nose. So let's pay attention to those things: temperature and whatever scents you are finding around you. So now that we have established this type of breathing, this diaphragmatic breathing, we're going to do some guided visualization. And periodically, as we do the visualizations, I'm going to kind of reorient you back to your breathing in case we get off track. I know sometimes for me, if I'm distracted, my pace of breathing might pick up. I might not be breathing as deeply. So I will remind you to refocus on your breathing. But if you are able to maintain that nice, deep, mindful breathing as we do our visualizations, then I would encourage you to do that. The visualization that we are going to start with involves this. So you are hopefully maybe lying in your bed. We're going to start there. So you are in your room and it's maybe dark. You maybe have a blanket on top of you, the weight pressing you down into your bed or into wherever you are. And what I want you to picture is if I forgot to tell you, sorry, close your eyes. I want you to picture, without opening your eyes, I want you to picture that you can hear something. I want you to imagine that you can hear the chatter of birds and animals. So wherever you are right now, even if there's other noises or things that you can hear, I want you to picture and imagine in your mind that you can hear birds. You can hear their sing-song voices, or maybe you can hear other animals, the chatter of other animals as they're scuffling around. It's just nice small animals, nothing scary, nothing big, but they're around you. And I want you to picture that you feel something on you. You can feel warmth. Feels like when you are lying in the sun, maybe on a beach or something like that, but you can feel the warmth of the sun down upon you. Whether it's on your face, if your face is exposed, or if it's on the blanket and you can feel the blanket around you begin to warm up with the sunlight. I want you to picture that you can feel warmth. And now, without actually doing it, I want you to picture in your mind that you open your eyes, okay? And when you open your mental eyes and look around, you can see that your location has changed. You are no longer lying in a room within a building. You are lying on a forest floor, and there's a forest around you. You're lying in a little circling in the midst of a forest. So there's a clearing around you, and the sunlight is able to get through the trees onto you. So you're lying in a pool of warmth with trees around you. And the sun is setting, so the warmth is still getting to you, but it's starting to disappear a little bit. So you're ready to find somewhere to sleep. So you sit up and you look around and you take a deep breath in. So breathing in deeply, you're able to smell all of those smells that go along with being in a forest. So you can smell trees and grass, and maybe there's a little hint of rain in the air, like it rained recently, and you can smell that. You can smell some flowers that are nearby. And you get up from where you were in the forest, and you're going to go find your cabin. So you're going to go find where you can sleep tonight. And you're feeling comfortably tired. You have enough energy to walk just a little bit more, but you can feel that kind of heavy feeling within your mind where your eyes are just wanting to close and you're just wanting to sleep. Your stomach is full and comfortable. You're a good temperature and you're ready to go. So you begin picking your way through the forest. You're walking on a path. It's kind of a path in the forest, but it's, wooded, and there's roots on the path and rocks and things like that, but you have on good shoes, so there's no worries about that. You're able to make your way through the forest. So you make your way through the forest slowly, not in a rush. You're more meandering, more enjoying what's around you, and you look around and now you can hear a stream. You're starting to come up along a stream. You can hear that musical water melody as it flows over rocks. It's a nice light trickling white noise in the background, and there's more animals and birds all near the water because of course they want to be near the stream. So you pause for a moment and you look at the clear water as it flows down the river. You look at all of the wildlife and the plants and the flowers and the trees that are near this little stream. And then you continue on your way. You continue walking through the path. And the sun is really starting to set now. So you're feeling that cool breeze on you. And it's starting to get a little bit darker. So you're really hoping that you come up along your cabin soon, and you're feeling like you're really close. And then you come around a bend in the path, and there it is. You can see the little cabin in the middle of the forest. And you can see through the window that there is a fire. And so the fire is kind of guiding your way now, because as you may know, when you're in a forest, and it'll be bright, and then all of a sudden it'll seem like the sun sets just suddenly, and then it's dark all around you. So you make your way up to the cabin, and you open the door and you go inside, and it's a little small room. All that's inside of it is that fireplace that you could see through the window, and a big cozy bed with blankets and pillows and everything you could ever want. And right by the door there's a little mat for your shoes, so you take off your shoes and you make your way over to the bed. You get ready for the bed and you sit on the edge of the bed first, so you haven't quite gotten into bed yet. And you pay attention to how you're breathing while you sit here. You focus on your inhale and your exhale, breathing deeply, because now you can smell that fire and you can hear it crackling. You can hear a little bit of those animals and birds outside, but now mostly you can hear that crackle of the fire in the background, a relaxing sound. And you're not cool anymore. You've got a little bit of that warmth from the fire that's making its way over to where you are by the bed. So now you're very comfortable. After you pay attention to your breathing for just a moment, you climb fully into bed. And you lay down in bed and pull all those heavy, warm blankets up around you, and now you are very comfortably warm. You're not cool at all. And you lay there and you focus on how you're feeling. You feel heavy, and your eyes and that heaviness in your head is ready to let you rest. And you've never been so excited to close your eyes. You've never been so ready to truly fall all the way asleep. So you lie there for just a moment. You're looking at that fire, breathing deeply again, watching those flames, the red and orange and yellow, as they dance in the fireplace, seeing the crackling and the sparks as they fly up. And you watch it for just a little bit while your eyes are getting heavy and they're really threatening to close. They want to close, but you're so comfortable that you don't really want them to close. You want to be here in this moment with the forest outside, the animals going to sleep, and this warm fireplace in front of you with warm blankets on top of you. You're very comfortable, but sleep is here, and sleep is ready for you, and your body is telling you that it's ready for sleep. So finally, you give in and you let your eyes fall, and slowly your mind drifts off, and all there is you lying in this warm bed, breathing deeply, the crackling of the fire in the background, and nothing in your mind. Just darkness, both inside your mind and outside of your cabin out in the forest. And you drift off to sleep, slowly but surely, until there's nothing left in your mind. And that's how you stay all night long. And you have very sweet dreams. And that's where our visualization ends. I want to thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope that wherever you are comfortable and you are well rested, and you can continue to picture in your mind that comfortable scene with the crackling fire and the sleepy forest around you, and your own weight heavy within your bed. Sweet dreams.